So, welcome everybody to the Conscious Health Podcast, and we have my co-host David with us today, and a very amazing guest. We have to get pregnant, and that's really, really impressive. And there's a wide variety of conditions where lymphatic drainage can help you achieve your health goals. With an extensive background in human biology and social services, Peggy is committed to her personal and professional growth, expanding and evolving to support health and wellness. So that's pretty impressive, Peggy. That's amazing. Can you tell us about your journey and how did you get to where you are today?
So my passion for people and helping people and the human body decided to take massage therapy.
Your immune system and also activating your healing properties of your own body.
When we're not finding the flow in life or when we're holding on to stuff, I'm sure it absolutely affects the our lymphatic system and not being able to get rid of waste where perhaps we're, bringing in those toxins, I suppose, mentally, emotionally as well, which is very interesting in the sense where I think I read somewhere that
To release that emotional pain. And when you can have somebody hold space for you and ask questions, and I use a tool called the feeling wheel. Stressful event or any conflict in their life, then that's going to affect their mental emotional body as well. And then as we move along, I always explain the first session, like what's happening with your body. I show them on their arm the rhythm of their lymphatic system because I'm trying to make a connection with their mind and their body because it's typically a system they're not even aware they have. And then
Mhm.
as I move along, I can feel things that are stuck. So I'll ask them. Usually the first appointment, I don't do that. Um, and then all the organs can be drained in lymphatics as well. So draining the liver I do that every session with everybody because we hold on to a lot of anger there. And that's just, nobody's immune to that having anger. It's how we deal with it and how we're processing it.
beautiful, because that also reminds me of kind of like so checking into the different rhythms of the body, which is quite interesting. Doing like craniosacral therapy as well as connecting in and seeing, okay, where is the energy that is stuck, right? And finding into that, which is amazing because the body tells us everything, right? It's such a great tell.
Things like that, or just chronic upset stomach. If depends on our diets. So there's a lot you can tell by just placing your hands on the stomach and just listening to what the organ is wanting to tell you. And then it creates another ailment for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So having that anesthetic removed is really important so that you can heal and recover from the surgery more effectively. Yeah, it can help with releasing the chemo. I don't see people that are actively going through chemotherapy because if that's the path they're choosing to help heal something.
Yeah.
Uh, so when they're done their rounds of chemo, then for sure they can come and see me. And because what cancer is a whole, I have several clients right now with cancer. If you have cancer in your body and you're cutting it out and then you're doing chemotherapy, the tumor is gone, but you still have a body that's creating cancer. Then the body can try and naturally eliminate those cancer cells is important, and then eliminate the toxins that your body is building up so that you don't develop a tumor somewhere else. So if the lymph system is working effectively, I would expect to see cancer cells in the lymph node because it's eliminating the cancer cells. Doing the lymphatic work on that, it has helped clear away the excess hormones that their body's not using, and then they get pregnant naturally. Yeah.
And in terms of the hormones, nowadays that there are so many problems with hormonal balance and also
So conversations, while we're working, like what else are they doing to support themselves is a really important question. So with something like weight loss, there's a lot of times a belief or several beliefs in there around food or how they're eating or what they're eating for anybody, right? You're dealing with chronic, your nose is always running, or every morning you wake up and you have phlegm in your throat, or every time you go to the bathroom, you're either running to the bathroom or you're constipated, and day day in, day out, life happens and people just start thinking, well, it's normal, it's normal. And just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal. That's congestion within your sinuses, right? If you wake up every morning, you have phlegm, and really taking an inventory. And then, if you've got, any autoimmune disorders, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, toxic bile, and whatever else is in your liver, that when I'm draining your liver and pushing that into your system, and then you go get a colonic, it's like a colonic on steroids, really. So I like it when people go and do a couple of different things that help complement their lymphatic system so that it can be functioning optimally and they can be the healthiest version of themselves.
What do you do with, or how does lymphatic drainage help them in order to identify those causes?
So lymphatic drainage puts you into the parasympathetic nervous state right away, which is different than massage, because if you've got tight muscles or something, it hurts and you're muscle guarding, and there's nothing that hurts with lymphatic drainage. It's all very gentle touch. So people with any mental health issues going on, it's very, very relaxing.
Which is pretty incredible, not only from the physical, mental, emotional, but definitely bringing in the energetic bodies, the physical bodies, the astral bodies. Like it's all that whole interconnectedness, which I absolutely feels like it's like the growth and repair aspect of, the healing that comes in. So yeah, it sounds absolutely beautiful as a tool to continue to like support people as they do their physical, mental, emotional, spiritual growth. And especially, I think a lot of the times when we do go through a spiritual awakening or a deeper awakening, or just like looking at like underarm sprays, like even candles with certain scents, that's just like it's incredible the amount of toxins we consume. Okay, working at the microwave is not great, but even warming stuff up in plastic or holding things in plastic is just like, you know,
Tea bag. And I was like, I went through my cupboard and all the David's tea in it because I didn't even want to donate it. I'm like, I'm not going to be passing on toxic products to people. That was a huge eye-opening moment for me. Your system as well, right? Through anything
yeah.
that's not able to get out of your lymph if your lymph is congested, or so that's a really powerful detox bath that you can have. And just being really mindful. I was at yeah, just paying attention to all those things. And I don't know that we can totally clean up everything and not be consuming any of that, but buying beef from a farmer and doing all the things that you can to eliminate. Oh, to summarize it, I think if you are looking to improve your health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, maybe Western medicine has not been the total answer for you. I believe there's a place for Western and Eastern medicine. Lymphatic drainage follows more of the Western medicine principle of preventing illness before you get sick. So whether you're trying to reverse disease or illness in your body, or you don't have anything and you would like to just become healthier, it's just a great addition.
And again, I know we wrapped up quickly, but just very, very quickly, what would you recommend we drink, we eat?
So Facebook, I've got a Facebook page, Willow and Sage Wellness. That would probably be the best way to connect with me, and you can send me a Facebook message. And if you have any questions, we can chat about whatever. It's so specific to whatever is going on with people. So I'm happy to have conversations with people about that. And if you're in the area, then